Good morning, Advantage members. Welcome to your Monday morning Bitcoin and altcoin analysis. Lots to talk about, obviously, because we just saw a huge sell-off. So I get to go over this and show you guys exactly how we kind of planned out this area right here for a potential buying opportunity. All right, so let's get to it. 15-minute time frame, we can clearly see right over here, we double top last night. First sign of weakness was price breaking below that pivot. So, if you were in the Europe time zones or Africa, Asia, whatever, you would have caught this area right here, and you would have potentially seen that spill coming. Either you would have gotten out of your position a little bit, trimmed down, or you could have just waited to add, to some of these levels that we've been watching, right? If y'all remember, for the past few days, some things that I've been mentioning was, number one, you should be watching this Thursday open, this Thursday low as potential areas of buying opportunities. And then aside from that, from a 4-hour perspective, guess what? Remember this trend line right here? I told y'all that this is an area that we could potentially tap and come back to. Well, we just did that. So not only did we do that, we came back to the new weekly pivot, right? So pretty solid. Oh yeah, and one more thing. We hit the trend line, we hit the pivot, and we took out a ton of liquidity from these buyers right here from this low. So basically, okay, if you were long through this entire range anywhere, more than likely your stop is below this low, right? Or it was this low or this low or this low. But in any case, you got stopped out with this wick right here. So I would not be surprised if there's some decent buying that occurred right here or decent amount of longs that got stopped out. This to me is a good sign to buy. Now, if y'all remember, I had stated that I'm going to place some buys right here, 22,000, right? Where this trend line was, okay? I left that order and it just got filled as soon as I woke up. So it is pretty fantastic to wake up to your $22,000 order getting filled. All right. So my average now is, let me see here, on my other computer, $22,695. Okay, so I filled in a decent amount at 22,000 just now. So now I'm looking good. All right, I don't know if I want to fill any more in this range. Either we try to break back up from here and rebound, or we might spill over a little bit more. I really do not like to come down lower in this area, but if we do, I will be prepared maybe to buy 20,800, 20,900, like this area right here. Okay. But I really would prefer that price kind of comes here, bounces like this, and starts making its merry way up. There's really no reason for price to come down further. Okay. Let me see here. So the other thing was, Bitcoin dominance again ticking up a little bit, right? This morning you can see a push up. We can see it push up a little bit. We can see ETH prices drop off. Pretty much alts across the board got hit. You can see DeFi across the board is just getting hammered. Let's check out other altcoins, right? Yeah, so you can see crypto across the board. Link back around. Where's the link? Yeah, right there around $12 and some change. XTZ down about 6%. OMG 7.8%. Algo 6%. LTC down 10%. XRP 8%. Aave 8%. So across the board, it's just blood spilled everywhere, and that makes sense, right? Because as I've stated, I believe that Bitcoin dominance coming back to where it was previously, which was in November. So where were prices around this time in November? November 19th and 20th. Okay, so let's take a look at that, right? 19th and 20th. Okay, so we were somewhere around this area right here in terms of dominance, right around 19,000. And now we're at $23,000 and some change, right? So dominance has climbed back high, meaning, once again, the money flows are still moving into BTC. I don't know if alts are going to get, that alt season across the board. You might get some, spontaneous activity here and there in alts, but it may not be as widespread as you may think. Okay. So what I'm looking at right now is, potential for BTC to keep moving up. But first thing we got to do, okay, so let's do this. Let's check out exactly where this marker is because it lines up with our pivot, right? So this marker right here. So that's around $22,302. That's pretty much where the pivot is. We have about 3.5 hours to go in this current 4-hour candle. Anything can happen. For all I know, we could close way the hell down here, or we might even close lower. We don't really want that, but it's also possible that this thing closes, a little bit higher. Now that would be great because then this whole thing could mean a whole lot of buying activity took place. This would be a bullish SFP, right? And then we also bounce off the pivot and off this high of the range, the wedge right here. Okay, so all in all, you should be hoping for a close above 22,300. All right. On a daily basis, the candle looks pretty shitty, but what we've done is we've gone from the R2 to the R1, so not too bad. All right. Now it's possible, like I've said before, maybe we need to make our retest down here, because we broke out of this range right here to the upside. Maybe we need to come and retest this area. I don't know if that's going to happen so swiftly. Who knows? Maybe we do something like this, double top here and then roll down, or maybe we just, consolidate here and then blast up. Any one of the scenarios can happen. But right now, BTC is obviously a little bit choppy, right? And I want to be a buyer in any case, at least here, because this is a pretty solid area to be a buyer, in my opinion. Now, the CME markets, of course, they have their, what was it? Almost $2,000 gap that we had from this previous close to where we were yesterday, the open that we just had, we just filled that. Now, obviously there's more gaps like right here, way the heck down here, but first of all, it's not necessary that we have to just go straight down, okay? It's possible that we make our way up higher and then roll over. I really don't know what's gonna happen, but for now, we covered the first initial gap that we just had, so not too bad of a thing. Let's check out the ES because I see a lot of assets having their pre-markets open down. For example, I was looking at Apple. Apple opened, or rather is looking like it's poised to open down a little bit. Tesla might open down a lot. Yeah, Tesla opens down a decent amount because Tesla got included in the S&P 500. So you usually have some, rotation happening on Friday, the previous Friday, but going to the coming week, you might have some dumpage. Okay. Let me see. So yeah, let's check out the ES, right? Yeah, so the ES opened down, obviously a decent amount. This is a pretty heavy red candle. And this goes along with what I was saying yesterday in my video, which was the stimulus got passed for 900 billion. The expectation, 3 months ago or so, or 4 months ago, was somewhere around the ballpark of 3 trillion, right? And then it came down to 2.7 and 2.5 and then 2.0 and 1.5. And then eventually we settled at 900 billion. So if the market was expecting somewhere to the tune of 2 to 3 trillion, we get 900 billion, maybe it needs to correct itself a little bit based on the adjustment of, what kind of stimulus we're getting, right? So anyway, nothing too special in this pullback, all right? That's all I could say. Let me see here. Let's see here. Areas I would be concerned about. I mean, on the local time frames, like nothing really. I mean, it can't do anything about this. This is still just a chop. Unless we start breaking like under this marker, which is 20,500, and we still got, a long way to go till then. I don't know what to say. It's pretty much a big potential consolidation or retracement that's happening, right? So you can't really glean anything from it, other than, okay, well, prices are just retracing a little bit. That's it. All right, that's it. Just wanted to cover things real quick, get this video out to y'all. All right, I'll be traveling a little bit in the afternoon time, so won't be able to update, but evening time, I should get back to y'all. Okay, I'll take care. Cheers, and I'll talk to you soon.